And we are live. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Let's see. 16 awesome people watching already. Thank you, thank you. Avid fisherman in the house. First one waiting in there. Avid likes to jump in all these lives early. We got Country Boy Catfishing. What's up, Country Boy? How's it going? Carping Down Under. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Uncle Lou. Hello, all you savages. Fishing with Paula Smith. What's up, Paula? How is it going tonight? J&S Outdoors, thanks for coming in. Bob Fins and Finds, how is it going? Harping Down Under, what's up? How's it going tonight? 18 awesome people. Uncle Jeep in the house. What's up, Uncle Jeep? Terry Lane, how are you? Mad Catter Catfishing. Ohio Catfish Chasers. Derek, how's it going? We are a bunch of crazed monkeys that just got let out of the cage. Happy Friday. Brandon Catfish and Dreams, what's up? How's it going? Can everybody thumbs up? We can hear okay. Uh-oh, we got multiple trolls in here now. What's up, Jesse? Maurice in the house. All right, thumbs up. Thank you. Fishing with Big Mike in the house. Yes. So everybody knows, next Friday there will be no 8 o'clock show because the Friday night we will be several of us that are in here. We will be doing the Iron Cat from the bank. Big Mike is there. Let's see, who else did I see? Someone else come in that's doing that. Downtown Ernie Brown. Fishing Chick is in the house. What's up, Fishing Chick? Sister friend of another mister. How's it going? Definitely looking forward to that. So Palmetto's link is out in the description. If you're not with Palmetto Cats, next Friday, 6 p.m. Dale's in the house. Next Friday, 6 p.m., the Iron Cat will be Palmetto Cats Canos at 6 o'clock. Ram Diaz, how's it going, Ram? Great to see you. 26 awesome people watching. Fishing with Big Mike says, next Friday, I'll be winning the Iron Cat. Well, I wish you luck, Big Mike. I wish you luck. And I don't know if, I'll be looking throughout the week, see if Palmetto drops anything about that. So, Ryan Bortz, Blue Collar Fishing, what's up? How's it going? Dave Achar, welcome. Great to see you. Hooks is in the house. Tornado sirens there. Holy crap. So yeah, I like the way that the new Iron Cat worked out really good with the all getting hammered by storms. Dang. Yeah, well, it didn't hit the East Coast, Virginia here, so man. Central Indiana. So you got Ohio, Indiana. Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana folk are. Oh my goodness. Well, prayers going out, hoping that all works out well. Hate to see the big storms going through. Hey Parker, what's up? Great to see you. Let's see. Looks like we got somebody. Looks like we got somebody that might have showed up. If they're ready, they can give me a thumbs up. Okay, we'll put them in. Oh, well, that was quick. Hey, 12 gauge catfishing is out there. Wandering said, hey. Let's see. He's back.
What is going on?
There you are, Dan. How's it going?
All right. We're just running some errands. What are you up to?
You know, the Friday night thing. we went out and did a little, had a little fun fishing today. And,
yeah, I got fried. And I went and bought all new bathing suits.
Yes, Stan 3 and Dan gonna go do a little fishing tomorrow.
I'm gonna try and have 100% fewer wardrobe malfunctions tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as you stay in the kayak tomorrow, that'll be the main thing down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be windy.
They're going out and doing a little, not necessarily catfishing tomorrow, but still bottom fishing.
That's right. Looking for some flounder tomorrow. Yeah, when I first came in, I was listening to the show and it was playing while I was on the stream, so it was like a big echo. I had to get out of there.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah. Oh, look at this. All right. There's our good friend, Miss Rebecca. She's got her twin nieces this weekend, and they are watching. So we're all going to say hello to Bristol and Briley. I hope I said that right. Bristol and Briley, Rebecca's nieces. That is awesome that you're watching the show. Thank you so much from Two Stands Fishing. Great to have you part of the family out there. Hope you're having a great night with Aunt Rebecca. That is awesome.
Too.
Wait, I just saw it. Hey, now Dan's too old to play in the Muskrats kids tourney. Oh, that's right. Muskrats kids tournament is tomorrow. That was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so you and Stan 3 cannot fish that. That is, right. You're just a little bit above the age limit there.
Deal. Maybe not mentally, but physically, sure.
But we went out today, and you know, you hear me say a lot about letting the catfish tell you what they want, and we didn't necessarily do that right away today, did we?
No, we had one of those days on the James River that makes you not so happy, I guess. Makes you feel like you don't know what you're doing, I guess.
And that kind of brings me to I kind of was going to talk about that tonight, whether you were here or not, but I'm glad you came in. So we went out this morning. Didn't exactly have the, as you always when you go on a fishing trip, a fishing expedition, things are going to go kind of hey, well, before we get to that, there's the fins and fines. Dan's last video was the bomb.
Yeah, thanks.
For those that didn't see it, Grn Mchn's link is out in the description. I won't give it all. What's that?
Is that whatever the polar opposite of that video was? That's what we did today.
Yes, exactly. So I won't give that away, but he did the premiere of it last night. Awesome, great support. There was 40-something people in watching it, which is great for a premiere. And it was well-deserved because there is we'll just put it this way: there is multiple goober alerts in it.
Lots of them.
We got Fishing with the Chad joining us now, Parker Pursuits, Uptown Chrissy Brown, JNS Outdoors, up to 29 awesome people watching. Oh, Uncle Jeep said that's what we did wrong. Catfish are easy out here. They just want pizza and wings. We'll have to try that next time.
We were just talking. We got a plan up to Buffalo coming up in about a week, and now that makes me really want some pizza and wings.
Yeah, there's nothing like, especially up in the Buffalo area, definitely nothing like the wings up there. And across New York, the pizza is just awesome. So that is just the food alone would make that trip worth it.
Absolutely.
Oh no, Uncle Lou is still stuck on the Dunkin' Dan.
Oh, we had a pretty interesting catch on our Uncle Lou board today.
Yeah, I had the phone out. Remember, I said I'm gonna take a picture and send it to Uncle Lou, to Lee Reed, and we got the fish unlassoed and put it back in the water. We had 2 in a row. All right, we'll get back to where I was starting. We went out there. We had some interesting times getting bait. We managed to get a submerged duck blind somehow when we're trying to get bait out of nowhere. 8 foot long, 6x6, and just not a great start. But we managed to work our way through it, get some bait. So we go downriver, and none of us are really 100% like upriver. We all have our spots, and it's like, okay, we can go here, here, here. But down there, it's like you're still searching. It's the different. It's like you go from upriver and you're river fishing, and you get down there, and it's almost like huge lake fishing with current. And there's just so many different options that you got to say, okay, let's pick one. And we did. And we were catching some fish, but they were, nothing to write home about.
It was weird because there's so many catfish on the surface in like 40 foot of water, which I've never seen before. I've seen them on the surface in the shallows, but not in that deep of water. It was bizarre.
Yeah, we were fishing 40-foot holes, and there was catfish literally busting the surface. And
I thought they were striper or something.
Yeah, well, that's what we thought it was at first, striper or carp or something like that, because they were further away. Then they came up closer to the boat, and Dan's friend that was with us said that was a catfish. Sure enough, he kept watching, and it was catfish that were doing that. So, Chad, is Avid calling Chad a bully again? Chad says it's everyone else's fault. He used to be such a sweet guy until they bullied him so much. But so anyways, we were catching fish. We were doing okay. They just weren't the right size. So we figured we went with, well, they were sort of up in the water column. So instead of moving and looking for that hole with the ledge and etc., we figured, well, let's go shallow. That's where they got to be because they're up. So we make a move and get back there, and we're nothing. So we were, when we went to shallows, we were going to drift and drag the shallows. So we threw out our Uncle Lou's planer boards, and we say, okay, well, there's nothing back here. Let's get going. And the suspended rod just takes over. I thought it was a huge monster. Paula was saying they could have been eating all the mayflies, the catfish. This is true. They'll take advantage of what's there. But the suspended rod just doubles over and literally pulled a Ryan Bortz, because he's the only one that I've seen lasso the fish like that. It didn't hook it. It was just lassoed around it and sideways. But that thing hit and ran sideways in the current. And I'm like, oh, all right, here we go. And it just turned out to be another dink. So we get that one in. All of a sudden, the Uncle Lou's planer board goes crazy. And I have never seen, hey, there's Valerie Irwin. Valerie, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Brian B. Catfishing is in the house. 33 awesome people watching. Can't tell you what that means to me. Thank you, thank you. Should have just threw top water. We were thinking about that.
We were freelining chunks of shad.
And actually had a couple of hits on it. But yeah, we were freelining chunk bait and getting hits. It was crazy. But then up Mindy Hogan. What's up, Mindy? I do identify as a non-bully. Non-bully wild, so I'm good. So anyways, the planer board goes off. And then that one, like I've never seen anything hooked like that one was. It was around the fin, and did a hook never made it to the mouth, did it?
No, it was right around the midsection. It was like a double hook rig, and somehow the hooks were like, linked together. Which is weird because there's only about 6 or 8 inches in between those hooks.
And that was on the planer board, no less.
Yeah, it was weird.
We managed to land that one, and that one was that fish was okay. It wasn't nothing to write home about, but I think that was about a 8-pounder, 7-pounder, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Halfway decent fish. So we were going to send that picture. He gets it, lifts the fish in the boat and goes to set it down, and it literally just comes off the fish. So 2 in a row lassoed like that. Just really weird. I've never seen that. So we're like, well, we gave it a little bit and then nothing else. So then we're like, well, the shallows definitely aren't it. So then we moved back out and we went and tried a different spot. And then we were trying, and all along the fish were telling us right from the start, they were telling us what they wanted. Look for the deep ledge, right off the shallows. Then we went, so we went back up the James River, up into the Appomattox. Ryan Bortz is about to head to the lake. Might go live if the wind will let me. Hey, Ryan, let us know if you go live. We'll shout it out on here, because this is just a had nothing planned for tonight, so I sent Dan the link and said, well, we're just going to be talking catfish if you want to come up for a little bit.
I just hate talking catfish. It's horrible.
Well, when we weren't talking cryptocurrency today with your buddy there.
I know. Somehow between that fishing trip and now he's joined me or convinced me to join an ice hockey league.
An ice hockey league, okay.
I don't know how that
happened. So we go back up to James. We go through the bridge up into the Appomattox. And we go back up into this other spot again, where we had marked fish at different times of the year there. And we're sitting there and nothing. And we had some cast shallow, flat, and then out into the channel. Well, of course, the ones out into the channel, boom, boom, they start getting bites again. So then that stopped there. So we go back to the original bridge, which is like, what, 30 yards from the boat ramp?
Yeah. Yeah.
30 yards from the boat ramp. We go back to the bridge and started catching our fish.
We could have bank fished right from the docks.
But we were back out in the channel and suspend rods. I've never really done a lot of that until
it's so much fun.
Recently. And not only is it fun, it's effective. That was more, I'd say probably 75% of the bites today. Oh, look at that puppy.
Yeah, 94-pounder.
Woo!
I've caught a catfish as big as the little dog, not as big as the big one yet.
Well, hopefully I'm with you when we catch one as big as the big dog then.
Yeah, soon. Sometime this summer.
But what was I saying? The dog comes in and it's like squirrel, distraction.
Suspended rods.
The suspended rods. And one thing I've been telling Dan, I love it when I'm wrong, or if I'm, not necessarily wrong, but if I've like the stinger hook. I've never been a big thing. Steve Austin, how's it going? Great to see you. Wild Turkey's in the house. 35 awesome people. Snags and Drags. Didn't want to miss anybody here. Downtown Ernie Brown. Making pizza subs. All right. Circle Hook Productions in the house.
What's up?
Great to see you.
He said he's going to get on some monsters this weekend. He said it's got to happen.
Yeah, Uncle Jeep dropped the Ryan Bortz link. So anybody that's not with Grn Mchn, his link is out there. You want to check out his premiere from last night. You'll see why we keep going back out and back out into the James River. But the suspended rods, I've never fished it a lot. You've never heard me say a lot about it. But I love when I'm not necessarily wrong, but wrong or learn new things and prove that they work, because 75% of our bites today came suspended straight down. And that is such, even in Dan's, out the big boat. What size is your boat?
17. I don't know how wide it is. Probably, I couldn't even ballpark it. I don't know.
But so it's not a kayak, it's not a John boat. It's a good sized boat, and you get that suspended, and you can feel the bite even in that boat. That's just crazy. And these were not monster fish that were hitting. What a fun way to fish! And man, that thing just goes down. And the one time, because we were fishing a little current, it wouldn't have even kept me in Palmetto's in the Iron Cat, and that sucker had that tip bent over. He was everything. He was giving everything he had into it.
Yeah, it's funny. You go out and fish with somebody different, you just pick up on little things. Like I went and fished with King's Catfishing. He's got the same kayak as me, but just the way he sets it up, I got a whole bunch of new ideas and changed my setup a little bit or whatever. Or, I fish with my one buddy that boat fishes all the time, and when we're running from spot to spot to spot, he found a way to hook his hook and wind it around the reel so it doesn't bang into the rod the whole time, and just like stupid little things like that you just pick up on.
Yeah, I saw that today when you did that. I was like, oh, that's a cool little trick.
I used to beat the crap out of my rods running around with the weights just slamming into them every bump you hit.
Especially with the little bitty 8 to 10 ounce weights that we use in most of our fishing here in the James. The little bitty 8-ounce weights.
That's right. Yeah, Dale, I was almost going to say something about that. You hear Justin say it all the time, just how much fun suspend fishing is, and it really is a blast. And in those kayaks, they're just little plastic things. You feel every little bump, and when you're.
I can only imagine, because, like I said, even out in the boat, and I could be turned this way, and I could literally feel when the fish was hitting that suspended rod. It was next to me, crazy. So only in the kayak I can imagine it. Especially when you get those multiple ones like you and Stan 3 are known for now. That's just got to be insane.
Yeah, it's awesome. You feel it before you see it. It's really cool when it's behind you too, and you got to start looking around and figure out which rod it is.
Got Wayne in the house. Wayne, how's it going? Long-time Grn Mchn outdoor supporter there.
That's right.
And what was the other one recently? Oh, the stinger hook, the double rig hook, where it's in the same bait. Our trip a couple weeks ago was, I'd say, the majority of fish came on that stinger hook. We weren't getting hooked up, and we weren't even using huge pieces of bait. But that putting that stinger hook on there, that totally convinced me of how effective that can be, because, like I said, I'd say probably 3/4 of what we were catching was coming on that. It was actually getting hooked by the stinger hook. They weren't taking it all the way in with that first hook getting it. So
I can't even count the number of times we were getting taps today on Carolina rigs with a single hook, and they weren't hooking up, and they'd bend that rod right over, and you'd pick up on it, and they're gone.
Suspend and dragging is the way to go right now. Life is good.
Yeah, it's funny. We started out doing a lot of suspending and stuff like that, and caught most fish on anchor by the end of the trip.
So, moral of the story, and the point of going back through, one of Dan's first things that he was saying was maybe we should just fish by the bridge. And no, we drove right past it.
20 miles back.
However many miles downstream, all the miles back up, we come up and start catching our fish in front of the, like I said, 50 yards from the boat ramp where we originally said, you know what, maybe we should try fishing here. So go with your instinct, trust your gut, especially if you're in new waters or newer waters that you're not confident with.
Patience is big too. We were just changing our minds every 10 minutes out there today. And that's what I tend to do when I'm fishing water I'm not too confident in. I second guess it every time I get settled somewhere.
Yeah, especially if it's not a bite like immediately, or even if you are getting bites and you're looking for bigger bites, then it's like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Wild turkey, what is the best type of weight in your opinion for Carolina weight? Stan and Dan, please answer. Well, I like to let the guests go first, so.
Well, I guess you can even fish a Santee kind of like a Carolina rig too. The only difference is you have a float on there. But I like to use egg sinkers a lot for it. But I usually just throw like a 6 or an 8-ounce egg sinker on there, sometimes 10 if I know I'm going to be in really heavy current. And it just seems to, when you have the sinker slide on there and those big disc sinkers, they seem to pendulum up in the water column a lot easier than an egg sinker will.
I think that's the key to it. I think it depends on the current of the water that you're fishing, the depth of the water you're fishing, the size sinker you're using. It's hard to beat the, especially from the boat, it's hard to beat the egg sinkers. A lot of times from the bank, you're going to need, with a Carolina rig from the bank, where you're going to need it to hold position. In the boat, you just need the weight to bring it down there. So you're not really worrying about holding position. The weight's going to bring that down to the bottom. It's only going to, if you got enough weight, it's going to hold the bottom because it's straight behind the boat or straight down from the boat. But on the bank where you're casting and needing that to sit, the coin sinkers are tough to beat. The no rolls. But yeah, so it depends on what you're fishing.
I just got a super interesting text message. It was from our boy Smitty. He just caught a 5-pound walleye on the James.
Wow.
I hear that population's coming back around. They say the sturgeon population was great this past fall, and the walleye are starting to pop back in. They say the river is really healthy right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's and a lot of people get upset about regulations and things like that, but that's what they're in place for, is to help the rivers and the fish recovery, the fish population recover. And so yeah, the walleye upper James is above the fall line where it's no longer a tidal river. They have a really good smallmouth and bass fishing, muskie.
I need to get on that.
I believe there's good walleye fishing up there.
I think so.
Wild Turkey says, thanks. Do you place a bead to protect the knot from the sinker banging it?
Yep.
Yes, every single time, Wild Turkey. And the beads, for all of you, out in the description is Uncle Lou's Facebook page. Uncle Lou sells they're awesome beads because they're in bass fishing a lot. They use the glass beads, and they can tend to be sharp and hard, and they can do a lot of damage, especially on our thicker catfish lines. But the ones that Uncle Lou has is the softer plastic ones, and it just provides a lot of protection.
Even when you're you're putting a bait on the hook or something, then you drop it all down, you just see the weight fall back on top of that swivel, like bounces a couple times too. It's like a shock absorber. It's cool. Those are some nice feeds.
And the hooks, the Uncle Lou's hooks are super sharp. So, but anyways, his link is out there if you are wondering about that. But yes, if you're using a sliding sinker on your line, always, always, always put a bead on it, because that will definitely help protect that knot line.
I've seen some egg sinkers too that have like a sheathing on the inside. You don't have the lead rubbing up against like your braid or something. I forget where I saw those. I think it was Catfish Sumo has them. I'm sure a bunch of people have them, but those are cool.
Yeah, I've seen that too, where that's starting to come out. Paula said she's going out with the boat for the last time, and then she gets her new boat Monday. So Paula, hope that trip is hope that's a good trip for you.
Don't forget to bring that new boat up to the James River and take us all for a ride.
There you go. We've been trying to work that out, but Paula, she wants to fish with everybody, so
I know. We'll get Ryan Bortz out here.
That would be the trip, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I know Ryan and Paul are becoming good friends, and they're both trying to get out this way. We should just plan it. Haz is really interested in coming down.
Yep, I think we'll see Haz here fishing.
Probably
I think we're going to see him before the summer ends, but Wayne says I've been... What's that?
He said mid-July, but I'm willing to take bets that he shows up before mid-July.
Especially if you get another video like last night. So
yeah.
Wayne says, I've been fishing for over 50 plus years, and I have learned a lot from y'all great fishermen here. Thank you all for the info. Still learning. Wayne, and that's what it's all about. I said that to Dan today. I've said it the past however many weeks, and I think Dan kind of looks at me like whatever, but I love when I'm wrong. I love when I'm wrong, or when I haven't promoted something yet, or said, you think in 50 years of fishing that, yeah, you've seen everything and you've tried everything, but a lot of times the longer you've been fishing, the more set in your ways. We were talking today about last time I was fishing with LG Bass, he was showing me the polymer knot, which I know what it is. I've just never really used it. And he had that tied up on, and I tell you what, that knot wouldn't break. And then, we were talking about today. So again, I loved it when I was wrong. I learned something new that's better than what I'm doing, or works better in a different situation. So you're never, once you think you've learned everything, you might as well stop, because there's always going to be something new coming in. There's going to be something that somebody's doing different that you'll pick up on. The back chunks of bait, and that's another good example. I never used to do that, and sometimes that will just switch into a different chunk of bait.
And they would not leave a gut pocket alone today.
Yeah, the gut pocket was crazy.
Without any guts in it.
What's that?
I said without any guts in it too. Just whatever remnants of scent were in there, they were loving it. Just a rib cage, basically.
Jesse Lopez Outdoors, who's a new good friend of mine. Jesse Lopez got an up-and-coming channel, so y'all can check him out. Thank you, Palmetto, for sharing that out. Let's see, Jesse, I learned to use a spook to keep the bait elevated while catfishing from Haz the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Especially with the bank fishing.
Demon Dragon, or basically just the old Zara spook that tied the line, but now they've that's another thing from just in the past 5 years, how things have been specialized for catfishing, where they're taking old ideas and refreshing them a little bit. Look how many cat rods are out now that you wanted a cat rod before, you had to basically get a striper rod or a surf rod or the ugly stick. Always the good old ugly stick was the catfishing in the catfishing world. But we got Justin Poncho in the house. Our good friend Elston Chunky Cats is in. Austin made his way in. Thank you, Uncle Jeep. I appreciate you putting that out there. We still got Uncle Lou. JP3 Outdoors, what's up? How's it going, brother? 35 awesome people still watching. No problem. Thanks to all you awesome people. I've put in another big order for stuff. Thought I'd have plenty to go all through the summer, but was wrong. Well, that's what happens, Uncle Lou, when you're a great person and people love dealing with you. And I think you've probably donated half of that summer supply to all the. There's not a tournament that goes by that Uncle Lou hasn't donated planer boards or
Awesome.
complete. He doesn't sell the kit, but he might as well, because by the time you get the beads and the hooks and the.
Yeah, I've got to get some of those beads, though. They're awesome.
Oh, you saw him from Stan 3's in his box, right? Yeah, that was he got that one from Uncle Lou for the was it the kayak?
I don't remember. Uncle Lou's so generous. Just can't keep track of it.
It was that one, or it was one of the other tournaments, but he supports, and tomorrow they got the Muskrat Adventures on his channel. If somebody could definitely drop that out, that's one you don't want to miss. Uncle Lou, Muskrat Adventures Kids Tournament is tomorrow, and then the second one is next Saturday. So the Tiny Smith and Little Smith, they'll be fishing somewhere along the James here in next Saturday's competition. Hey, there's my good friend Bigfoot Prepper. He's got an awesome channel. Anybody that's interested, obviously, as the name goes, he does a lot of he does a live stream talk about cryptids, which is kind of interesting, a lot of fun. That's something that I've always I think those cryptid stories are really interesting. And so Bigfoot Prepper, his channel is a homesteaded channel out there, but that's what he deals with a lot. So that's if you're interested in that, check out Bigfoot Prepper. That's and he also does Bible study class on Tuesday nights, I think at 7, but I don't know the exact date, but that was an awesome show that he had just did. He was doing Revelation. So great to have you in, Bigfoot Prepper. Great to see you.
I just got another text from Hunter. Another walleye.
Another walleye, man.
2 of them in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I want to get hooked up with him. We were running into him all the time, and then
he's been working a ton. He says he's back on the river next week, but apparently tonight too.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to ran into him a couple times. He's helped us out on the river a couple times, so that would be great to actually fish with him. Maybe we'll get him on a Dan Day, Stan Day one of these weekends. And Palmetto's in the house. So again, Palmetto's link is out in the description. The Iron Cat Bank is next Friday night, 6 p.m. You don't want to miss that. The kayak one, which Dan, you've kind of you've been on fire with these the YouTube tournaments. Do you think that
first one? Just not the first one we did together. Winter Blues was a little rough.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The Blues one was on the Chad's channel there with the ice storm and the.
Oh my goodness.
But
2 fish all day there, I think.
2 all day, and it was rough. And we were marking fish. It was just that weather was so severe. They just were not feeding. But you've done really well in the kayak YouTube tournaments, and I'm not talking about the monthly ones that y'all. Although you've done great in those too, but do you think your experience from doing those, you're always in the month-long kayak tournaments, and you've been doing that. So do you think that your experience doing those has helped you when it's come to doing these like these one-night Iron Cat tournaments, or so you've already got some experience in it?
In a way, yes. But in a way, it's really hard because Palmetto comes up with these ideas that you really got to think outside the box to try and come up with some kind of strategy. Like the last one, he just had to catch a fish every single hour, which I was nervous about that. I'm surprised it went till like 2, 3 in the morning. I thought for sure, and a bunch of people were going to be knocked out, and almost everybody made it through to round 3, which really surprised me. But That was a really hotly contested tournament, and you just had to really change your approach there. So I fished pretty much completely with chicken and 6/0 hooks, and I almost never have that when on a normal day. But I guess from tournament experience, I do a lot of big fish tournaments and a lot of slot tournaments, so it's kind of the same thing. Um, so you kind of have to learn to target different fish. I mean, I can't target a 10-inch channel cat, but maybe
Hey,
someday.
not
Someday
everybody can target that 10-inch channel cat.
that'll be the next iron cat.
Yeah.
We'll call it the tin cat or something.
Yeah. The aluminum cat.
The Luma cat. That's got a ring to it.
There we go. Too funny.
But yeah, I guess in one sense, yes. In another sense, it's just he's so creative. You gotta push yourself to get outside your comfort zone and try something different too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, we got skins in the house. There's bottom feeders hooked up. That's my new good friend Farron there. He's gonna be in the next Iron Cat on Friday. Bob Fins and Finds was been in here. He was just in the there we go. Parker's got it, the micro cat challenge. Hey, you've got to target what you're going for, and if you're going for big fish, target those big fish. I think it was Roger Muskrat Adventure said the best way, kind of like what we were talking about today with the John Madden moments, where it's like the best way to catch a big fish is to fish for a big fish. If you're going out trying to get that 70, 80, 90 pound or whatever, you don't want to have 10-pound test on medium light or ultra light. You want to, if that's what you're going for, have a medium heavy or even that heavy pole like that big water ugly stick that I have, heavy edition. I can't wait to get a shark with that thing. But and beef up your line, beef up your hooks, your leader. If you're going for that citation fish, that monster fish, you want to target that. And that's what I was trying to kind of jokingly put out there. And if you're targeting, if the big fish in your area are 5-pound or even up to 10-pound channel cats, you don't want to have that big water ugly stick out there, that heavy action. You want to target the fish that you're going after and bring that down to a medium heavy, and like the Muddy River medium cat rod. It's an awesome rod where you can have fun with the smaller channels and still have enough backbone on it to catch a 50. Stan 3 caught when he had the triple hookup. One of those was a medium cat rod from Muddy River. So, but that's how that whole thing started. It was my way of kind of just making fun and bringing out a point to target the fish that you're going after. And part of that, in that first tournament, that was one of the prizes, was small fish, and nobody was really going for it. So
yeah, I can't tell you how many 16-inchers kept me alive in the Iron Cat.
Yeah,
I've never been so happy to catch a 16-1/4-inch fish.
And we've got Justin's fishing fetish in the house. What's up, Justin? Sweet doggy. There's Has Life. Has, we were talking about you a little bit before.
Ears must be ringing.
That's right. It was all good, of course. Can't wait to see that. He wasn't here. He's not going to go back and rewatch it. It was all good. But I see Has Life talking about, he says, "What's up, Goober Master?" So, of course, we all know y'all check out, like I said, Grn Mchn's link is out in the description. Love that new, what would you call it, graphic or whatever for the Goober alert.
Cool, yeah.
Great job with that. Doing the little sleigh ride on the cartoon. I love it. And, the Goober, that's just, even before we've met you, I was seeing the Goober alert, and I just love that. You knew that something was going to happen. Was that something that you've done before YouTube, or it just sort of came up one day, or how did the goober thing get started?
I don't know. Sometimes when I think about stuff forever, something just pops somewhere. Just one of those things. And there are so many times I'm like, I'm just trying to do all these transitions and I'm getting bored of the ones I'm doing. I'm like, I'm just going to make my own transition. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just trying to do stuff different. There's so much out there. You just got to try and stand out somehow, I guess.
yes, and I think that's what's awesome about this catfish community is that, yeah, we're all fishing for the same fish. We all are going to have our own little thing and do things a little bit different. And like Dan was just saying, y'all do your own thing and you'll stand out a little bit. We were talking about creativity before with Palmetto, and I think creativity breeds creativity because from the tournaments. Well, it started out with the Chad doing the tournament that you and I had fished in, and he was doing the couples tournament before that. And Chad does when he does those, uh, it was awesome. You know, fishing with people across the country at the same time on screen live. It's awesome. And Mark Catfish and Crappie was doing the 1v1. So if you had somebody out there in the catfish community that you wanted to challenge, you could do the 1v1 on Saturdays. Mark was doing that, catfish and crappie. So that was a lot of fun. Then Palmetto with the Iron Cats and the Whisker Derbies and the Whisker Bowl. I was in the Whisker Bowl. Everybody did that on their own channel, and it was about channel growth and supporting each other and just what fun and what a family the catfish community is. And then you got the Iron Cats, which just next level thinking. And then Has Life doing the Glizzy Master tournament. Has Life and 2.0 Mark Magician there. That was a lot of fun. And I loved how they got creative with the rules on that, where you got double points for using the glizzy, the hot dog. You got double points for that. You got half points for using the shad or your regular cut bait, and then just straight point for chicken and all those other kind of baits. So again, that was strategy involved, because when you were going for that small fish, if you were using a hot dog to catch the small fish, it doubled the weight of that. So you didn't want to use hot dog for going after this. So it was a whole thing there. And shout out to everybody that did the Glizzy Master. So Has great job with that. P City Smitty Catfishing was out there with me with that. Bob Fins and Finds. You had Bex from No Real Loss. And Bex, thank you very much. Y'all can see I'm rocking the Has Life swag now. Bex from No Real Loss. She everybody that fished they ended up winning the Glizzy Masters, and she ended up buying everybody a Has Life hat that was involved with it. So just shows a lot right there about her character. So there's a lot of really fun, interesting, new concepts out there that are just so much fun to do.
Even for the Iron Cat, it's gonna have 6 generations of it now. We were talking about how much more exciting the last one was. Like, the original one, you knew it was going to go on forever, and it was cool to see all the fish, but you had no idea what was going to happen until it got way, way, way down the line. And this past one was like every hour the clock was ticking, and everybody could hear it. It was cool.
Yeah, and and then when you both caught one, okay, let's reset it, and it kept the excitement right through to the end, like that, because my gosh, Circle Hook Productions, help me out. His name,
Clint.
Man, that one time I thought it was over. I thought you had it. What do you bring it down to? Like the 7-minute mark or something like that?
Yeah.
But that's right. And then coming this September, Bob from Fins and Finds is doing a Fish-A-Wish tournament that is going to be benefiting the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So hoping to be a big part of that and helping support that and getting that message out there, because Make-A-Wish Foundation, what better thing can you do than giving these wish to these kids that have had a lot of struggle their whole life, and So outstanding organization. Anything I can do to help that one, Bob, you know that I will do whatever I can. There's Catfish Fever and Outdoors. Says that he's the best cat fisherman in the world. I kind of got talking and lost chat for a little bit there. Central Valley Adventures is in the house. What's up? What's up?
I still got to go get everything ready for the.
Yeah, feel free. You can jump out whenever you need to, Dan, for tomorrow.
I still haven't heard from Stan 2 or Stan 3.
Yeah, I didn't hear from him yet either.
Me.
He did get a hold of you?
I don't know. Unless he has while I've been on the show. I don't know.
Oh.
I actually did use my new light, but we used it when my friend does photography, and we were at a roller rink doing hockey shooting, and the client was a goalie, so we're using the light that Uncle Lou was sending out, those super bright lights to light up the entire ice rink in the middle of the day. It was crazy, but I haven't used it fishing yet. Those Conpex lights, those things are crazy.
Which Uncle Lou's Facebook page is out there?
Yep.
We've got them from Uncle Lou, and I think it was you that was taking picture of Stan 3, right? With the
yeah,
the light out on his boat, which you thought was actually another street light.
It was like brighter than the street lights.
Well, for those that didn't see, Peace City Smitty winning the glizzy eating contest at the end of that. He just rocked it, and he was doing it with the glizzy. He had the hot dog hat on. Yeah, well, Dan wasn't supposed to be staying this long. He was just jumping up to say hello for a minute, and
got some flounder to catch tomorrow.
Yeah, they're planning on being out there in the bay before the sun comes up, so let's see. Anybody else got any? Graham's going into ninja mode.
Yeah.
Uncle Jeep. Dan has been seduced by the dark side of catfishing. Well, see what happens when you fish with two stands. All right, Has is gonna jump up here for a minute.
That's good. He can take my spot. I'm gonna go get ready.
Has, I just put it out there. Just sheephead. Skin says sheephead are biting.
Oh, good. That's pretty much the only saltwater fish I've ever caught, and they were a blast.
I am your father.
We got dark fast around here. I basically live in the woods.
Yeah, which is crazy because it's only like 15 minutes from my house, I think. And
yeah, and I'm in the city limits, but we're in the woods. You're saying the light?
So boom, here we go. We got y'all know who this one is.
What is going on?
Hold up. What's going on, guys?
Nothing.
What's up, Dan? What's up, Stan?
How's it going? Dan is still there. He's just he out in the woods, so that there it is.
Man, I can't wait to come down to the James mid-July. I'm coming down there to fish with you guys, man. We'll definitely set that up.
I'll just be glad you weren't there today. It was nothing like the video from the other day.
That's how fishing goes, man. You get those are once in a lifetime type of trips right there. You don't get those too often.
Yeah, we had the complete opposite of that today.
Yeah. I bet, man. I had my premiere. I'm glad I had my premiere first yesterday, not after your premiere. Because there wasn't a lot of catching in my video, man. And then Dan just puts on all these goobers in the boat, man. He had like he had like 5 over 40 pounds, man. That was a good bid, man.
Stan 3 said he did 4 over 40 last night.
Dang. Man, Stan, you need to tell your son to put that GoPro on.
I know.
Dan, I need your help with that one, my friend. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been lucky enough to put some either in our lives or in like the tournaments where Stan 3 in the Palmetto did the three the 150 pounds back to back 50 pounders.
Yeah.
That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
Yeah, we put 63 in the boat a few weeks ago. We've put some 40s and 50s on the bank. We did the with Skin and Scales when he came up. We got a 52 or 50 something like that.
Yeah.
Flathead. That big flathead this winter.
Stan 3 with. Luckily, he did have that.
Yeah.
Luckily, he did have that on. That's our. We've only got the 2 videos, and one of them is that 54-pound flathead. But there could be so many more of those. There could be so many more of those that. If he had the GoPro going and.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. He's out there killing them. Stan is he's an animal too out there. He just doesn't have the footage, but I know he's catching them though. I know he's catching them.
I've got to learn a thing or two from him tomorrow. I don't have a clue what I'm doing out there.
Where you guys going tomorrow?
Out towards the bay and the inlets.
Oh, okay. So you guys are going to be so it's going to be some pretty brackish water that you guys are fishing.
Yeah.
Almost salt water.
Flounder and red fishing, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys are. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing on Sunday for Father's Day, going to the bay.
Nice.
Doing some saltwater fishing. So I can't wait for that. But tomorrow I'll be out with the Fishing Magician and going after the flatheads again. So we're gonna have take 2 tomorrow. So hopefully you guys see a picture on Facebook with a flathead.
I've heard J hooks work really well for flatheads, but I've never experimented with that.
Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna put a stinger rig on at least one of them, but that area is pretty it's pretty snaggy over there. So it's like, you're gonna lose a lot of rigs if you use a lot of stinger hooks.
We've been catching so much on stinger hooks. I was watching the video. I'm like, throw a stinger hook on. And then I see a stinger hook. I'm like, never mind. You already got one.
Yeah. That was after like round 5. We were like, all right, man, let's put a stinger hook on and let's try to get them. And I ended up fighting them in. The stretch of water fishing is like 80 feet deep. Like it's very deep from the bank. And I get him up 15 feet from the bank and he just got off. I don't know how I fought him that long and he got off, man. It was crazy.
I think they're just such stubborn fish. They may not even be hooked. They just crush that thing and hold on to it. I think
so too. Yeah, he didn't have the hook. He was just biting down on it.
Yeah, they're like, you ain't taking this away from me. This is mine. I fought for this fish.
Yeah.
I am certainly not flathead expert.
Man, this is the catfish gear right here, man.
Yeah.
It does look like a jumpsuit, though. Oh, Jesse, we don't have 70-pound flatheads in the Potomac. We'll be lucky to catch one over 10 pounds in the Potomac. The blues took over that body of water, so the flatheads don't get that big. So what are you guys doing? Stan, you going out fishing this weekend?
Oh, of course. Gotta be rocking Stan Day.
Stan Day on Father's Day.
And I think we're going to be seeing another pre-Stan Day, Dan Day this Sunday. I think if I heard Stan 3 right.
Sounds good to me.
So
Dan Day. Nice.
Y'all check out in the Dan's link, Grn Mch's link is out in the description. We did a live. I think that was your first. Was that your first monetized live?
Yeah.
And so we did that out before Stan Day, and then just to give it a shot and see how.
We got to call it like the Stan Day pregame show.
Yeah.
Yep. Get the party started.
Yep. Make sure we're not late show.
Yeah. That's the one good thing. If we're doing Dan Day,
you're going to be on time for Stan Day. Yeah. That's one thing about Stan. He's fashionably late.
And we were talking about a new idea for Sunday. We'll have to give that a go.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Can't wait.
Good setup.
Yeah.
Parker, no killer mutton chops, man. I'm not shaving the beard. The beard is here to stay. I had to trim my beard for like 6 years, you know, in corrections. You couldn't grow it past 1/8 of an inch. But of course, towards the end of it, I just started to find that. I was like, man, I'm growing my beard out. Screw this.
Thank you for putting that in there again, Uncle G.
Talking Dan.
You fall out of the boat one time and you just never hear the end of it. Well,
one time, okay, twice in 8 days, whatever.
Okay, 2 times. Once out of the kayak and once, who's counting?
Were you like a triathlete? I seen you doing like some biking and swimming and stuff.
Yeah, I just can't stay out of the water.
Yeah. Oh man.
Dan's looking for somebody to do the he has water fear now, so he's looking for somebody to do the water part of the triathlon for him. So.
Yeah, we hung the gill net on a big like 6x6 railroad tie today, and we're trying to figure out who's gonna dive down there and figure out what's going on.
Oh man, that's
a mess.
That's no fun.
You see, I would have done it, but they would have. I was more than the dam. It would have been more dragging me back in the boat than the railroad ties. So I got voted out right away. So. But yeah, we were talking before about all the creative stuff going on and how creativity. I think it kind of breeds creativity and kind of people piggybacking and going and we were talking about the awesome YouTube tournaments and the Iron Cat, which now has got 5 different Iron Cats, and the Glizzy Master. Great job with that. It still left you being able to use your standard cut baits and all that kind of stuff, but then you could still go on the crazy side and use whatever glizzy, hot dog, Vienna sausage. I think Brian B is the old Vienna sausage and Slim Jim. And it brought so much strategy into it. And again, Bex, no real loss. That was awesome of her to.
I like that style hat right there. When you come down, I'm gonna throw you some cash. You gotta bring me one of those.
Oh yeah. I'm actually all sold out of those right there.
Of course.
I sold out of all the hats. I got more coming, but they didn't have the camo ones in stock.
Okay.
Right now there's but I'm gonna get some more. I'll get some more. I'll definitely get some
Dan, it just so happens that I have an extra one right here.
Get out of here. Come on. That is amazing.
I will definitely get as soon as Chris gets them back in stock. I love the camo ones, man.
Yeah, they're slick.
Are one of my favorites. But we got 5 new designs coming, so I can't wait for those to come in. Yeah. Can't wait. But man, this the catfish community and the creativity is doing numbers for the community. It's growing and growing and growing, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's good for everybody. It's good for all channels. It's good for the community. It's good for the viewers. It's good for catfishing, period, because 98% of it is CPR, except for Chunky Cat's giving away all his fish yesterday in the live stream. Man, everybody was asking for a fish yesterday. That was funny, man. I was like,
and I loved how Elston was like, "Don't step on the fish. Watch out. Don't step. Move them back out of the way." And he kept saying, "I've got like 300 people on live. I'm on live over here. I've got like 300 people waiting." And so you use a fishing line? Yeah, but I've got like 300 people.
Let's watch the show. Type it in the comments.
And he's like, I feel like a bartender having to cut people off. He's like, last fish. That's your last fish.
Yeah, and then somebody down the bank is, I'll take some too.
If he fishes that spot again, he's gonna have to put a sign up and put some prices up and start.
I think it was Brian. I think it was Brian B Catfishing. Y'all can check him out. Brian B Catfishing. I think he was the one saying that he's gonna go next week and have up the chunky fish market sign.
Yeah. If people are gonna eat them, I'll bring the wife and we'll fillet them right there and fry them up, man. Nigga,
now we're talking.
There you go. We'll have the whole. You can have the fresh from the market or freshly cooked, whatever you want.
Yeah, you can have that fresh that green Potomac River catfish. You have it glowing like the chunky rods after you eat it.
That's right. People don't know. People think that Chunky painted those rods. Nah, man. He just kind of sunk them in the Potomac for a day. They were glowing.
It's like an Easter egg dip.
They came out radioactive and ready to go. Oh man. No, that's funny. That's funny.
David Smith in the house. Welcome, David. Mike Costello, how's it going? That was the Fresh Fish Market show, Wild Turkey said.
He's going to have to title one of his episodes that.
That was just too funny. But, you know, there again, Chunky was being Chunky. How awesome was it seeing him treat, you know, just total strangers with kindness and took the time until they kind of went overboard, but took the time to say hello and, you know, here, you're going to eat it. As long as you're going to eat it, here, take it. And, you know, that to me, that's what this fishing, that's fishing and catfishing in general, is that we tend to be like that with each other, with strangers, with, you know, I think that's just awesome.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And it was selective harvesting. There's plenty of baby catfish in the Potomac River, so it didn't do anything to the population.
And technically, it helps get some of the smaller ones out, and especially in waters like that where people don't keep a lot of them. Yeah, because, you know, contaminated waters. You know, when the government is telling you don't eat these but once a month.
Once a month. It literally says it on the DC fishing license. It tells you once a month.
On the license, wow.
On the fishing license, it tells you not to consume the fish.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and there's things you can do, like the way you clean it. You can eat some of the toxins and whatnot, because it's in the, you know, the bloodline. There's a lot in the fatty stomach tissue. There's a lot there. You know, so the way you clean it can keep, but it's still going to have contaminants.
Yeah, it's still going to have some contaminants in there. You can't get it all out. Can't get it all out.
But before Dan jumps out of here, I was telling you, I think that on that Dan Day, Stan Day we had a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was awesome having gone fishing. Dan's boat, we had it pumping down the river. That was just you talk about creativity. That was amazing. Yeah, I think you put to music what a lot of us think. Yeah. And it was just great to have that come out with such a positive message and be able to play it on a live where it's, you know, music is really taken away from us on the lives. Yeah, it has been. Have something that we could play. It was just, and we even made the comment after we played the song. It was like cricket. It was so quiet.
I have to make some more songs so people can have a playlist together to play when they're out there on the water fishing and stuff.
Gotta figure out how to add it to StreamYard so it just plays automatically.
Yeah, right. Well, I actually got the song is going to be released on all platforms July 2nd. So I just went through the process and everything. So you'll be able to stream it. You'll be able to listen to it on all, you know, everything. So I can't wait for that stuff to happen. You're still going to be able to play it on all your on the YouTube platform and everything. It's not copyrighted, so you'll still be able to use it.
Do you think something like that's going to draw attention into your channel from once it starts to be played on outside sources like that?
We'll see. I don't know. You know, I'm like tapping into something that's never really been done before. You know, it's like I'm just you know, just winging it, having fun with it. It's been requested by a lot of people that they want to be able to hear it without having just to do it on YouTube. And it's a lot to try to send the file to each individual person and stuff. So I can just put it up there, and whichever streaming platform they have, you know, they'll be able to stream it. So,
well, I think it says a lot about you that you took the time not only to make that song, but then to share it so freely with everybody. Yeah, that says an awful lot about you. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, most definitely.
And included so many other channels in it.
Yeah. That was
shout outs to OGs and people that all of us respect was just awesome.
Respect and look up to and everything. And that's what I think. You know, I'm I'm humble, and I play homage, and respect goes a long way, so I'm big on respect.
And you can always count on Uncle Jeep being out there. Hey, you guys need to visit Has Life while he's fishing with TJ with Hobby Nerd. We'll give away all the birds he keeps hitting with his sinkers.
And now trees are no longer safe either.
I was hiding behind the bulletproof glass on my last live stream every time he casted.
We thought we were going to put a 6-ounce egg sinker on the highway today.
We're going to find out. If it's just people that go with you with casting. When you hit the James, if we start having some casting issues too, because you got Hobby Nerd, you got Palmetto out there fishing with you, doing the Happy Gilmore. Casting seems to be an issue with some of your guests there. I don't.
That's why when I have my casting lessons when I'm at home, so I can help these guys. So we can take some casting lessons, take them out there, show them how to cast a 2-piece. If they never used a bait cast before, they can figure it out. We got to pay for all the lost equipment that we lose out there.
Now, I'm not going to specify which bridge, but there might be a bridge that doesn't have quite the integrity it did this morning after we hit it with so many sinkers today. We almost put one up on top of it on the road.
I thought he had it. I thought Dan was on the highway. We wouldn't let it fly, and it's going. The bridge is there. I'm like, it's gonna make it. It's gonna, and think.
It was like a Napoleon Dynamite moment. It was like, hey Stan, you think I can throw this over those mountains there?
Yeah.
Can throw the sinker clear over the highway.
Oh my goodness.
That's how I name all my rods. Every time somebody backlashes or does a mistake on my show, that's how we get that rod a name. So we got the Happy Gilmore, and we got the Bird Nest Special from TJ. So we just keep it going.
Oh man. Hey, and that's another thing. I mean, look at the fun. People think catfish, and you throw out stinky bait and you sit and wait, but it's so much more than that. And when you can get good friends doing that, the fun that you have is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
We did everybody the honor of not recording that trip today, so you don't have to watch it. But we had a good time with no cameras running.
You didn't have to sit through that live or watch it video.
I know. See, what they don't know is some of our most funniest moments don't happen on screen, or don't happen on live stream and stuff when we're out there fishing.
And
it was like first thing this morning, I went to climb in the boat and rip my pants wide open. I'm like, it's all right. It's a bathing suit. It's got the mesh. And I looked, I'm like, nope, never mind. So I'm wearing sweatpants all day.
Actually, we should have went live today. We could have had a bloopers, the whisker. We could have filled the bloopers category.
I'm good on bloopers now. I'm good for the year.
Your channel will be banned from YouTube after all.
Oh yeah. After all the full moons, it'll be banned.
It was the wrong, not that side. It was the front side.
Parker Pursuits hooked my buddy's rod on my back cast the other day.
Did you get it back, Parker?
There had to be a lot of oomph on that one.
Oh man, that's some strong line right there.
P City Smitty, my whole trips are blooper reels. Hobby Nerd also teaches another class, topwater bird nesting. Oh man. Hobby Nerd teaches casting distance leads in order to hit fly animals, carp, geese, ducks, pelicans. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's it's that day when Dan, it's just the hat. That P City hit, he was in it, man. That
P City Glizzy hat, he had the shirt, man. He was on the character. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He was ready to go.
wasn't recording.
Snapped off. Picked him up in the crowd. That was nice of you, Parker.
I still can't believe that catch in your video yesterday has caught your whole rig back.
Whole rig back. And that was my favorite rig too, and I got it back. It's out there still. I still am using it. In my other live stream, it got snagged 3 times when I was bringing it in, and I still got it back.
That is amazing.
On my last live stream. Name a stream where you have not blooper hats. Eddie, we always got bloopers. We always got bloopers too. Every live stream is a blooper.
Hey, if you don't have a blooper, you're not fishing hard enough. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh man. Hey, while you're laughing, smash that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Yes, thank you. That's right, Uncle Jeep. There's always something fun going on somewhere.
That's right. We need to do a big push for 2 stands. We gotta get those guys over 1,000. They work hard.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
They're closing in on it.
Got to get them putting out some videos.
Yes, yeah, we were talking about that today. As a matter of fact, that's something that we will be doing very shortly. Very shortly. Awesome. Dan and I are gonna have some. Fortunately, Stan 3 is having to work, so. You can look forward to Dan and I have got some plans coming up here in the near future where I'm able to go fishing. He's got time and able to go fishing. So we're going fishing. We're going fishing.
We're going fishing. All summer long, man. That's what we're doing, man. We're going fishing.
And the most important part, though, the most important part of that song, one of my favorite lines in that whole song, is that I always got my hater blockers.
Gotta have the hater blockers on. When I jumped in the chat, I saw two thumbs down. I was like, Stan got the hater blockers on, so he's good. You gotta have them hater blockers, man.
I don't get it.
Oh yeah, and that was the other one, Judy Booty and Darla. Darla was shoving them
down.
Raw hot dogs, uncooked.
Down.
Oh, man,
these haters are real, man. You post up a premiere or something like that, you already got thumbs down before the video even posts, or a live stream, you already got thumbs down before it even goes up.
And what that Darla and Judy Booty, they can eat. Those girls can eat.
Oh yeah. Man, I was watching them live with Chris Flores was last weekend, man, and I was up to like 3-4 in the morning, just dying laughing the whole night, man. That
and the incomparable, the other legend, incomparable Tim Molina out there.
Yep, Tim Molina out there.
Man, how did he keep that focus? All that going on behind him, all those jokers were doing, and he's focused on that. He's getting that fish.
Man, you see all this joking going on, and Tim's just looking at the rods like, let me. He doesn't care. He's just focused. And as soon as the rod goes, he's snatching that thing up fast, man. I'm like, dang, man, Tim's all about business, man, when he goes out there.
Avid, we were just talking about that today because Dan's friend came out with us, and he's not really he fishes, but not really into the YouTube scene or whatever. So. Of course, what do you do when you're not catching fish? You talk about all the other stupid stuff that happens. So, of course, that came up, and I'm like, yeah, Dan, Chris, I knew I heard it from Chris that they were awesome anglers. And when Paula Smith is up there as a guest, well, what is Paula all about? Trying to promote that equality in fishing, and that there's just as good a female anglers as there is male anglers. So, of course, I'm going to be like, that's right, Paula. Yep, that's right, Paula. We've got these great female anglers out there. We got Fishing Chick and Miss Kennedy and that. And I'm running names off. And, yeah, and that Judy Booty and Darla, there's something. They're new coming in from New Mexico, but there's some outstanding female anglers there. And it's Stan, they're dudes. Are you sure?
That was funny when you lean into the camera and everything. I was like, yeah.
I was just trying to buy time because I'm like, oh man, how am I talking my way out of this one?
Hey Stan, You were just saying what half of us were thinking, because I thought when they were girls too, they had the female and the logo and everything. I didn't know that they were guys until after that. I was like, well, I'm glad Stan was the one who did that, not
me. Oh man. And he knows nothing about what's, you know, who it was and stuff. And Dan's friend was even laughing, cracking up about it today. So
yeah, it was really Chris Flores. He's the one who started it all.
Yeah, you know, well, that says a lot because, you know, Chris Flores put that whole plan in, you know, he got it started and everything just to get me on Avid Show. So, you know, that means something. I'm coming up in the world, you know.
He's moving up. He said, oh, and 3 months from now, I'm going to get Stan on Avid Show.
Oh, man.
You're big time now, Stan.
Woo. And there's no laughing and catfishing. Yeah, there's no talking. Hey, and you know what's worse is I managed restaurants for like 20 years. And when you do that in person, that's so much worse. Oh, trust me.
Yeah. That's why you just don't assume anything. Never walk up to a lady and just be like, well, how far along are you? And don't do it. Don't even ask. Just don't even do it.
And you think you're doing the good thing. You're trying to be right and
trying to be friendly, start a conversation. It's not going to work, guys.
Oh man, put that up for Golden Whiskers. Yeah, that's definitely in there. There's some, you know, that might be the blooper category. Might be the most contested division in the Golden Whiskers.
Man, look,
most sought after for sure.
I keep putting a bug in Kevin's ear. I'm like, Kevin, because you know he did the Golden Whiskers last year and everything like that, and he ran like all the categories and everything like that. This year he should bring on other people to read like categories like how they do on like on the Academy Awards and all that stuff. I was like,
yeah.
Just let me get the blooper one. I just want to read that one and go over that one. I don't care about none of the other categories. I just want the blooper
reels. Man, it's like we're turning the Golden Whiskers into the blooper awards, and all the tournaments. And all the tournaments now, everybody wants to target the small fish. If you don't have a small fish category in a tournament now, people are like, "Oh man, are you sure?"
If there isn't one, he has to add it. Since there is a lot of targeted small fish in these tournaments and stuff. Oh man, that's funny.
Epic fail catfishing video. Yeah, it could be a whole. There could be a whole separate blooper. Yeah, different blooper awards. Because let's face it, we're out there. You're out there live. It's not, you don't have the chance to edit that stuff out, and so you're out there for hours on live. Things are gonna happen, and it's gonna be caught. It's gonna be caught on camera. So,
man, I just can't wait for the end of the year to come, and we can start voting on these categories and everything like that. Man, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be really good.
See, that's true. And now Kevin's not going to want that one because remember, he cannot win any awards, he said. So
hey, we're just gonna we're gonna put it in there, and everybody's gonna vote for it. He can win it. He's gonna win it.
Here's what it
is. The write-in candidate.
Oh man. That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, it has to be like the winner of the Golden Blooper Award is it's me.
Open it up and like has life. Oh man! Then I gotta have my acceptance speech ready and everything.
Nothing like messing up on a live stream. Oh yeah, the Winter Blues, the one that we fished in, Dan.
Yep.
I didn't catch it then, but I saw it afterwards.
Yep.
And he was down.
Oh, DMV has a funny one too. Man down. That one was funny too.
And Dan knows nothing about something funny blooper award happening on right on camera. Doing the back head flip out of the boat.
I'm focused, all business. I don't ever slip up.
That was awesome because it was caught right on the live. Splash! Dan 10 comes popping up out of the water.
He comes popping up. He takes the GoPro off his hand and that first. He's like, yeah, let me get this out the water.
Not again.
Man, that's what I'm afraid of because I always have my battery door open too. So I'm afraid if I fall in the water, my GoPro's done.
Mine survived with the battery door open.
Oh, really? Oh,
it had like the cover on that just has the charging port thing, and it survived.
What do you have? The GoPro 8?
Actually, it was the 9 with the media mod on it, and I thought that thing was going to be toast, but it works fine.
Yeah, I just got the 9 today, so I got to see how it is. I already have to change the door so I can be able to plug my.
Yeah, I've got extras. I'll just give you some.
I already ordered one. It'll be here tomorrow.
And I tell you what, we were talking about creativity, breeding creativity. Man, what did we fish for like 3 more hours after that happened, Dan?
Yeah.
At least. And there was just
my gosh.
The creativity of the viewers of Stan Day after Dan was in the water was just Diver Dan and Scuba Steve's long lost cousin Diver Dan, and the next version of Live Scope is Dan Scope.
We have some funny people in the chat, man. The chat is always hilarious. It's hilarious.
And then Becca puts that picture up of somebody holding their fisherman partner underwater with goggles on.
That is hilarious, man. And then like when Kevin sent his rod into the Chunky's rod into the water, I couldn't stop dying from the comments. The comments just kept coming and coming.
Oh my goodness.
First of all, the expression on Kevin's face was just about like me saying hearing that Judy was a man. Because Kevin's like, you can see in his face, he's like, Elston's rod, oh crap.
You see, I just looking like, did that really just happen? And I'm laughing. I couldn't stop. And he's like, where's the tip? I'm like, it's over there in the water. And I was like reeling in, but I didn't know the line snapped too. So I was like, dang, man, we can't even get it back. And it was floating for like 4 minutes, man, when we were trying to throw the cast net over to get it, or the ring net, and then knocked it in.
Yeah, and I wish I could go back. And people that you don't even think started getting involved in on the Dan, the Diver Dan thing, and
everybody's getting in it.
It was just like, wow, this is awesome. And to Dan's credit, he did. Usually, for the most part, the ones that have these major bloopers happen to us, we all seem to take it very well.
Yeah, you don't have any other choice.
That's the thing. Everybody that's happened to has taken it very, very, very well. Very well. You got to have some thick skin. You got to be able to laugh at yourself when you're doing these live streams. You can't get mad at people when you do something. It's gonna make it worse.
You hurt my feelings.
It's turning into like NASCAR. People only watch the live streams for the crashes.
We watch the live streams just for the bloopers.
Be like, all right, who's falling out of the boat today? Well, I literally think when Stan and I first started doing the live, Stan 3 and I first started doing the lives on the bank of the James, and Dan, that there's not a lot of like nice, level, easy bank spots in Richmond on the James. So there's my big, barely able to walk butt up walking on these rocks and stuff. And people are like, come on, 60-1 that he's falling in. There was literally bets going on which one of us were going to end up in the water first. And
sneak attack.
Stan 3 would slip on the bank a little bit, and they're like, oh, he's going in. Ah, he didn't go in.
Oh, man. Yeah, the bank fishing is definitely treacherous, man. Especially when you're going on rocks with tidal waters, because that water's going up and down. During low tide, rocks are very slippery.
This is a good one here. And I saw Susquehanna Stan. So I got a Stan brother out there. He fishes the tournaments up there in Pennsylvania. But Peace City Smitty, wish I heard about this one. This is just, I can just imagine this happening. Wish he had a video. He was at a tournament and he was getting the flatheads out of the boat for weigh-in, dropping the fish in the water at the weigh-in. Peace City said he was like the And the buddy was just cracking up laughing. Can you imagine pulling? And I think it was the big fish, the big of the 3 fish that he dropped.
Oh,
and
no.
Boop-a-doom, boosh, and in the water, and away it goes. You're like, out there.
From first place to last place, just like that.
He's like, I can feel you funny guy
on that one. A 30-pound flathead he dropped in the water. Oh man,
they're sneaky little buggers.
Out all day, you come back like, man, yeah, we killed it. We got a good. We're about to get first place. Oh man, P City. Oh man, I feel for you on that one, my guy.
And P City can kind of get. I could see the emotion coming out in that one because
P City. I know there was some rated R words was said after that.
That definitely would have been a hot mic situation there for sure.
Oh man.
Hey, we got Sharps fishing in the house. What's up, Sharps? Oh my goodness,
Sharp.
Yeah, because that's we're talking tournament, like money on the line tournament that you fished. I think it was like a 12-hour. P City can correct me or not, but I think it was like a 12-hour tournament. So you're fishing overnight. I think it was one of the overnight ones, but anyways, doesn't matter. You're fishing for hours. You got money on the line. You invested money to buy into that tournament.
Yeah.
And here's your chance of getting some of it back, and bloop, gone.
Somebody just sent me a video on Facebook recently. As one guy caught this like beautiful bass, and he's taking a picture of it, and he finishes and throws his phone in the water, and he's holding the fish. And he's like,
oh man.
Yeah, P City said rated R for sure. Yeah, I can imagine us with not even in a tournament and dropping a 30-pound flathead and being that upset about it.
Yeah.
So back to tournament.
Man, you get a fish break off before you get to bring it into everybody and show the live stream or something like that, or show the camera. You're like, dang it. I hate when fish break off, man, or come loose right at the boat, man. That's the worst, especially when you know you got a good one.
Wow.
that's a good video.
Yeah, you even had that little flathead in yours. Was your from last night, wasn't it, Dan? Where that little, but it was only it was a 3-pounder, not a 30-pounder.
Oh,
just
yeah.
a little.
I was looking for that sound clip where it's like and it sneaks off.
Yeah, he's like, oh well, I didn't get that picture. He just slid off the board.
There he goes.
Oh man, yeah, those fish, man. I know it's not easy landing them fish in that kayak, man. That one broke your fish grippers too when he did the twist. I was like, dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen what you were doing. You were like keeping the big ones out there for you. Like, man, let him tire himself out before I bring him in the boat. Oh man. But that thing looked like it had a lot of space in it though, man. I was looking, I was like, dang,
yeah, it's nice. I don't even have the pedals in there. I just have the little plug in there. It's all floor space. It's like a dance floor
space. Yeah.
Well, that's what's crazy. Look at you get one 50-pounder, let alone 2 or 100 pounds of fish on a bank in a boat. There's chaos. So imagine that like right between your feet, like in this much space. We were talking about that today a little bit with that's got to be just unbelievable. Thank you, Uncle Jeep. Thank you.
Look what P City said.
And I wish that I had the things like on ESPN where you can or on Ridiculousness. Remember the show Ridiculousness where they would circle or highlight the things. P City says, friend of mine lit a firecracker, threw the lighter, bang in his hand. And look what P City's reaction to it is. There's his friend, triple laugh face.
Oh man, 4th of July is coming up too, man. Guys, be safe with them fireworks.
That's right.
That's right. Don't throw the lighter.
My phone's about to die, and I got to go pack some stuff up. But this was fun, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
We're probably going
to the video.
All right, take it easy.
Later, Dan. Thanks for coming up. Good luck tomorrow if I don't talk to you.
Thanks. I got to hold a stand. I don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I hear from him.
Sounds good. Later.
Later. Well, thank you. The yeah, that was Dan was trying to push out with that pole, and of course everything happens right behind you. I heard that splash and oh my goodness!
The push pole collapsed on him and he falls right into the water. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh yes, this was an awesome show. 90 minutes of laugh.
Show, P City says, and live on Friday nights.
And you know, this was I was like, well, we'll just go up and talk, and that's what happens. Sometimes the best shows turn out where you have nothing planned.
Yeah.
You just have a couple come up and start talking, and
that's the way I work best, is just going out there winging it. You know, we're just all off the top, freestyle it, we'll make it happen. You know, when you have a whole bunch of stuff that you have to remember and all that stuff, that's when we start to fumbling, and like it's better to be.
Did I say that? I forgot this. I was supposed to say something else. Yeah.
When you I used to script, it's like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me.
Like I said, I used to manage restaurants, and I would do the whole, like I would do training seminars like that. I'd have bullet points, but I'd never have like a whole thing. You know, I'd hit the bullet points, like I'd want to talk about, you know, customer service first or this or that. Yeah. But to have the whole thing, and people used to be like, how do you you know, just wing an 8-hour seminar? I'm like, hey, you just gotta know what you're talking about. But yeah, you keep the bullet points so you keep in line, but yeah, you're trying to remember. People trying to imagine trying to remember an 8-hour script or have it written down. Yeah. And would you rather be talking with somebody for 8 hours or have somebody talking to you? In today's seminar, we are going to
just reading, no personality, no laughter, no nothing. Yes.
And that's why I think when we get to see the as pointed out in the Gone Fishing with the Professor Tim Scott, Epic Catfish, doing the seminar, I can imagine how animated one of his seminars would be.
Oh, Wild Turkey. That was, I definitely blame my brother for that, because I let him use the left 3 rods and cast those left 3 rods. and he casted one time, and I went to go, he reeled in the fish wrap. I went to go cast it right after that. And I know the line, like, you know, when you don't thumb a bait caster, and you know the line is a little loose on the end of it, you know, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm gonna thumb it, I'm gonna, you know, try, but I have a feeling that this cast is gonna backlash. Sure enough, I cast it goes out like 30 yards and then backlashes it breaks off. I was like, that was all you. My brother's still trying to get used to them bait casters. He doesn't use them much. So I'm just trying to get him used to it. But I also got all different bait casters on all my rods. I don't have like the same one, so I know how to cast each one of them. My brother doesn't yet. He has to learn how to use them. And that was the Penn Squalls, which they're not the best for casting and casting distance. They're great for, you know, boat fishing and trolling. They're big, you know, tank reels, and they got a lot of line, but they're not the best for casting.
Yeah. I think that might be a Penn thing too, because even the we got the Warfares, and from the bank, they're not the best for that kind of thing, but from the boat, they're awesome. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome from the boat. Like, they have their purposes, and boat fishing, trolling, you know, you're fishing deep water, you need a lot of line, you're fighting big fish that we're going to take, you know, they're great.
I'll tell you a reel that I'm really surprised is the Akuma Classic, the CLX, just the regular version. Yeah. It's a no, you know, you even got to click it. You know, a lot of your bait casters will engage once you start reeling. Yeah. No, this doesn't engage until you click it. You put the clicker back up. Yeah. So there's no bells and whistles in it. But man, like for casting and smoothness and durability. It's been and I got it brand new for $26. I think even full retail price, it's only like $40.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome reel.
Yeah, the PC Fun Chaoses I like. Those cats pretty good. But at the top is my Apple Garcias. I can definitely catch some things a mile. Like those are, my favorite ones to use. Then after that would be the Slime Cat. The Slime Cat ones aren't bad. I do like the Slime Cat reels. I have a couple of them.
Well, let's see. We got anybody else got anything else out there? I heard that there's some other lives going on, or people out fishing live.
Oh yeah. Yeah, P City. I've heard that too. Mark said the same thing about the Penn Fathoms. The Penn Fathoms are like the next up. The Warfare is like the bottom, then the Penn Squalls in the middle, and then the Fathoms like that top of the line of their bait casting reels. So I'm pretty sure that the brake system in there is a lot better. But I mean, I love Penn reels. They work good. I like the Penn Squalls. They have the purposes, which I'll be using them for what I bought them for on Sunday. We'll be going out trolling for striper. That's what I bought them for, to go out on the bay. I bought 2 of them so that I can troll with them. Because, there's a lot. Those things are massive. You can put a lot of line on them. So sometimes you're fishing and you got, 180 yards, 200 yards out behind the boat when you're trolling.
Penn spinning reels. Yeah, Penn makes good spinning reels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got the Penn Fierce. I called my PB at the time, 52-pounder on that. I love the Penn Fierce reel. Penn Battles are good, too.
I caught a 50, also a 50 whatever on Penn Fierce on my Penn Fierce, and that was when we were out in Skin and Scales boat, and it handled it like like it was just beautiful.
Yeah, Thomas, I do the PC Fun Chaos. I like that. I think I have another PC Fun. I haven't used it yet. I'll be using it next weekend. But the Penn PC Fun, I love it. Those are great budget reels. With Palmetto's Cat 18 code, you get them for like under $50 shipped to your house. So you can't beat that. If you order like 3 rods and you're trying to put 3 bait casters on them, only $150 you can get 3 bait casters. And
that's right. Kaz brought up a good point there. A lot of people, a lot of the channels that you watch, a lot of the retailers give people discount codes. So what was that one for Palmetto? It was
Cat 18, and it gets you 18% off.
So, check around and see if there's codes available out there that'll save you some money when you're going to buy some of these things.
Definitely. That's what I did with the Catfish clothing. I went on there and bought some shirts, and Palmetto has a $20 or 20% off coupon for that too. So that's what it's great. Check him out. I forget what it is, but he has the link on his description for all that stuff.
Yeah, and just so happens that I've got Palmetto's link out in the description, so that people that aren't, I think everybody here is with Palmetto already, but to get ready for the next Iron Cat, which I will be in again on the bank this time again. Stan, you've been in a lot of tournaments lately, man. Hey, you came close one time. You came very close. It's we'll see. We'll see. Win, lose, draw. It's about being out there and having fun. Whether I catch one fish, no fish, all the fish, it doesn't matter. It's about being out there having fun. Yeah. You get to see everybody, talk to all these great people, and sometimes you catch the fish and sometimes you don't. So yeah, but everyone that I've been in has been a blast, and the people that are doing those are just awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I'll be on vacation, but of course I'm gonna be tuned in and watching wherever I'm at. I'm gonna have my headphones in and then watching the tournament. So I can't wait for that. I know No Real Loss is gonna be participating. So unfortunately, I can't root for my bro Stan. I gotta go with the Potomac River. I saw Bex was in it again, and our first you know, but whenever you do these, there's also behind the scenes things where people are eating your bus, and I'm like, so Bex, we meet again. Because for those that don't know, the Glizzy Master, no real loss. Bex and Stefan, they were they killed it.
Yeah,
killed it. They every rule that was supposed to be, every strategy was played perfectly. They were catching them on the glizzies. They were catching them on chicken. I think they won everything but small catfish and most glizzies.
Yep.
And most glizzies eaten. I think other than that,
they took home everything. So I'll be rooting for you to win a category, Stan. Big fish. Right. I'll be rooting for you to win big fish.
There you go,
River brother. I gotta root for you on something.
But that's what it's all about, man. I love it. Thank you, Willow. Thank you. Hey, man, the way I look at it is last year at this time, I'm not leaving my house. I'm not off the couch, and now I'm out there. So it's a win for me just being out there.
Win. Uncle Willie, Penn Fierce does make a bait runner. I think it was like around $110, $120. I didn't get it because the Kuma Avenger is like a $50, $60 option, and it works very well. So I went with that one. But they
the one I've got right now is a Sharky 3 Cast King. That one is nice too.
Yeah, I have one over here.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yep, this one I gotta ship it out actually tomorrow. This one right here, the Cast King Shark 3 6,000. This one's a 6,000.
I think that was from Fish Snatchers.
Yeah, Fish Snatchers giveaway. Yep, this one I gotta ship it out tomorrow.
Yeah, shout out to Fish Snatcher. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I gotta do some stuff to get ready for the morning. Me and Mark are going out after the Flatheads again, so of course it's gonna be an early trip. Got to get up, go catch bait first, and then we'll be over there. I'm
gonna be jumping out of here too, Haz. So that's right. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Look this weekend. We're gonna be doing a Dan Day live out there sometime early Sunday morning. I'm not sure the time yet, but that'll be on Grn Mchn's channel. His link is out there. Followed by 8 a.m. Stan Day, and we should be on time for that since we'll be already there. But yeah, so that's going to be a great trip. Hopefully, I think we're going to be putting some fish in the boat on
some sweet doggies in the boat.
That's right. So appreciate everybody being out there. Great fun tonight. I had a lot of laughs. And, thank you for Willie's 2 cents.
I'll be live tomorrow morning on Fishing Magician is back from vacation. So he's going to be live. We're going to be on his channel tomorrow, I think like 9:30, 10 in the morning. We'll be out fishing for flatheads and blues and stuff. So definitely tune in for that.
Good to see Magician back. That's awesome. Yeah. Hope he enjoyed his time off.
Yeah, he definitely did. He got a lot of content for you guys coming soon from his trip out the West Coast. So definitely stay tuned for that.
And Dan's Creations birthday is Monday, so there you go.
Awesome, Dan. Happy early. I'm pretty sure I'll see you on a live stream on Monday. I'll be able to tell you again, but happy early birthday.
So
and happy Father's Day to all the fathers too, if I don't talk to you guys.
That's right. And remember, when you're out there fishing, take some of Haz's advice from going fishing. Always have your hater blockers on.
Always
have fun out there. Grab some of that habanero chicken and just go on fishing. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.